I just love how synergistic um, the Geth are in this game. They are made to play together. The Geth Trooper and the Geth Engineer are besties for life because the Geth Trooper can run around freaking flamering everything, and the Geth Trooper can just overload for him. And it's the best team. Now, even the Geth Infiltrator, obviously, they make like the best team when you put a bunch of Geth together. They're really good together. Getting into this Geth Engineer now. Oh no, we got the Prime too. That's the other thing. That's awesome. Um, I would love to do an all Geth gameplay at some point, but discussing this Geth Engineer. So he's kind of set up to be a healer slash detonator slash good DPSer with the hunter mode, and I feel like he's got three different things going. He's a detonator, he's weapon DPS, and he's a healer. And if you try and do all three of them, you're not going to do some of them as good. And in general in this game, I'm not a big fan of these turrets. I just feel like they don't give you enough bang for your buck. And especially with the Volus in the game now, who are the unprecedented best healers, I just don't see the point of Geth turret anymore, guys. I mean, even on the Juggernaut, I don't go for it. I just don't see the point. I mean, and I do very well with the Geth Juggernaut, just killing the enemies with the Lancer and Siege Pulse. And this guy's no different. What this guy's job really is, what his unique role is in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, in my opinion, is to be the unprecedented best overload detonator, because he can spam it better than anybody else. So he's really good at that. So getting into his powers, again, I'm not going to go for Geth turret. Hunter mode, you're going to want to go for power recharge, rate of fire, and damage. Going for Geth turret means, yeah, you'll be able to give a little bit of shields to a couple teammates every now and then and yourself, but you're going to have to sacrifice some damage and some actual health and shields for your character. So I'm not about that, guys. I'm rather, especially how fast-paced the game has become and how everyone is, we're all just trying to win the match as fast as possible. I just don't see how the Geth turret has a point. If you want a good healer, get the Volus Adept or the Volus Vanguard, any other Vol. The Volus, they do a much better job than this guy. That turret's not reliable. You can't really count on it like you can count on a human actually pushing a button to shield boost for you. So yeah, for Hunter mode, we're going to go for power recharge. This is great because, again, we are all about spamming the overload. We're going to go for rate of fire and damage. Getting to overload, we're going to go for chain, and I'm not going to put Neural on this guy. I know Neural's very good against organics because it actually has more damage than him, but I actually don't like the knockdown effect. It kind of makes it harder to shoot them. In addition, this guy's all about spamming overload and doing it as fast as possible for your teammates to detonate for them. And over here, instead of chain, chain is nice, and it is good, just to detonate more things, but if you make sure that their shields are gone, most of those explosions are going to be better. And you can, and this since you're so spammy with this overload, you can just keep casting more and more. It doesn't really matter how many targets the initial overload is hitting, because you're going to be spamming the shit out of this power. The other thing is, if you don't have teammates that you're detonating for, you need to make sure that you can bring something to the table. So being able to take away their whole shield is especially going to make Phantoms easier on when you're a host. Because if you can, all you got to do is, if their barrier is gone, and you can put a couple bullets into them with your Harrier, with incendiary rounds or any gun, you can easily fire explode them and be done with it. So I really enjoy just being able to take down their whole shield, all the enemies, as much shield as possible. Network AI, we're going to go for power damage. Really nice, get the overload up a little bit. Weight capacity, again, we need to spam the overload. Power damage, again, and I would like to take this assault rifle thing here, but I feel like 2.8 is good enough, and on top of that, Hunter mode is also going to give us more recharge on that power. So I'd rather take some more weapon damage for that Harrier, nice 10%, or any weapon. Bottom is going to be straight health and shields. And yeah, getting into the equipment, or the weapons. So there are three different weapon setups. There's the Harrier Geth Engineer, which is good. But he's pretty much just a less powerful Turian Ghost, except he can detonate better than the Turian Ghost. The other setup I like is to take the Arc pistol for sure. Lots of fun. This is going to help you really just destroy enemies from far and accurately. With engineers have always been great pistol classes, and this guy's no different. This is a really good way to play him. But in this case, when you're going with this arc pistol, you know, you will have also a faster overload. So this is also a good choice if you want to play with your teammates against and be their detonator. You know, you can kind of snipe and you can be a non-stop detonating machine. Actually, I'm sorry, there's 4 setups. So the next setup that I like is to take the Acolyte and Hurricane. With the Hurricane, I definitely recommend you take a Stability, and the Acolyte power damage is nice, and the damage mod, just to easily make Phantoms a cakewalk. You just Acolyte, Overload, easy, they're done. And the Hurricane just to shred all the armor targets. Getting away from these two, the other setup that I like is to take the good old Geth Plasma Shotgun and just make Cerberus an absolute joke with your Overload and Incendiary ammo on the Geth Plasma. And a Hurricane to just decimate Reapers, but I wouldn't put that. Yeah, I'd probably do this, but again, the weight's getting up there now, so if you wanted to if you can control the kick, I'd go like that, which I normally do. You just have to be a little bit closer, but it does play much more smooth like this. This is more so a setup for if you don't know if you're going to be able to detonate, but if you want to be able to just handle everything. This is pretty much for the minions, the Geth Plasma, and this is just to decimate the bosses. But the setup that I'm going to use today is going to be the good old Harrier Geth Infiltrator. I mean, not Geth Infiltrator, that's another monster. Harrier Geth Engineer. Okay, guys, getting into the equipment. I'm going to recommend Incendiaries. I'm going to use level 4s. And they're precious to me, and they're almost gone. But for you guys, sure. Cyclonic. The other thing, now if you have teammates and you know you're going to be able to keep on detonating for them, I highly recommend you go with the power efficiency. That's what you should be doing. Or if you expect your Overload to do the full chain, maybe putting a power amp on here so you can make sure you drop as much shield as possible. But power efficiency is really the best choice, because you remember, if you're detonating, this is the guy's job, to keep on overloading and keep on detonating for your team. So you're gonna really benefit from being able to do Overload as fast as possible. We're going to do AR amp and Stronghold, a little more health and shields. And heavy AR damage. You could do a targeting beyond this guy, that would be really good. Okay, let's start it up, guys. So basically, you're overloading, shooting the enemies once their defenses are gone, following it up almost immediately with another overload so you can get nice fire explosions. Pretty simple, guys. I might actually just change this to Giant at night just to make this go by a little bit faster. Hopefully teammates join pretty soon, but we're running out of time. I didn't realize it was going to take so long for me to discuss all this stuff, but I wanted to say a lot about the Geth. This is the last Geth in my playthroughs I'm going to be playing as. I'm all done with them now. So yeah, it's going to suck to see the Geth go, but, you know, hopefully a new synthetic will take their place, or they'll come back at some point. Yeah, Hunter mode goes straight on. Alright, hack it.
Lock down this area. Enemy forces incoming. Affirmative.
And yeah, I mean, again, this guy's job in this game, in my opinion, is to just be overloading for the team. Just really just non-stop overloading. But don't get me wrong, he's a slayer in his own right. That is the extra fire rate on the Harrier, if you didn't notice. What that actually means for you is, and see, we still took quite a bit of damage right there. What the extra fire rate means is you're going to have to manage your ammo even better than you ever had to on other classes with Harrier. Because he will run out. Because he's firing it so fast. Why play this over a Turian Ghost? Like I said, not much reason to, but if you want to be detonating for your team faster, this guy does a better job. And again, Geth turret, why I don't go for it? Because, oh shit. accidentally pushed the wrong button back there. What was I gonna say? Why not go Geth turret? Well, it's not gonna do much damage for you, and on top of that, it's not as good a healer as the Volus now. So and it's not reliable. So you could use it if you'd like to, but you're gonna be doing less damage, and you're gonna have less health and shield. So if you're using that, you're really kind of being a bro. But it's like, if you want it to be that kind of a bro, why aren't you playing as the Volus Adept? Because he's going to be healing everybody and stasising for everybody. And doing a much better job of healing. I'm already liking, you know, the fact that I didn't take Neural on this guy. Because it's so much easier to headshot them. Which translates to less ammo being used, which translates to, you know, less problems with the Harrier. Pretty fast kill on a brute over there. Now, why use this guy over the human engineer? Got nothing for you guys. The human engineer would be a better choice, honestly. This guy's a little bit better with his gun, basically. But when you consider the human engineer gets Incinerate, and he can do the glitch with that gun, and with Incinerate, basically the human engineer needs to Incinerate before he starts shooting at the enemies with his incendiary rounds. Whereas this guy can just start punishing them because of hunter mode. He doesn't need to do that glitch, and he can't do that glitch. I do like the fact that I got some extra recharge bonuses as opposed to getting the neural. I feel it's much more useful. Fucking bastard. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Now he's gonna be phase disruptor, hopefully. Now, if you wanted to go for the Geth turret, all you would have to do is take out some points out of your passives. Either your health and shields, or your power and weapon damage passives. And I'm not saying that the Geth turret healing is bad, it's just that, honestly, me and most people in this game have reached a stage where we want to win the match fast, and we want to move on to the next match. And the Geth turret is taking away from your damage so that you can give a slightly gimp kind of heal to your teammates. It's not reliable. But this is how I like to play, guys. I mean, you may have a different opinion, but no, not gonna happen. I have a lot of fun using the Geth Plasma Shotgun on this guy too, and the Hurricane. That's another very bro way to play this character, because you'll be staggering all the phantoms for your teammates and taking them out. Not saying you can't do it with this setup, but obviously the Geth Plasma is like a phantom's worst nightmare. We're gonna reposition over here. The enemies should be getting onto that upload now. And I'm not really missing that extra chain of overload, to be honest. I'd rather just hit 2 targets harder, and the fact that he can spam it so much just means you don't need it, right? Because you just keep throwing out another overload. Rather have 2 targets you do hit get hit very hard, so that the fire explosion or cryo explosion or whatever you're setting off gets right down to their health.
Objective complete. Still active. Stay alert.
Whereas if you were to go full chain, you know, you'd detonate more explosions, but you wouldn't be, you know,
Enemies inbound.
getting as much. And the other thing to remember is, guys, you're not always going to be... Look at this game here. I'm not detonating for people. I'm just relying on myself, basically. Hopefully this guy detonates for me with Phase Disruptor. Or if he's some ammo on, I can detonate for him. But, yeah, you need to be able to be self-sufficient. Because you don't know you're going to have someone that you can be detonating for. I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. Start really shredding these enemies. I really enjoy using this Harrier with that fire rate increase. This is already an amazing gun. And now with the hunter mode fire rate increase, forget it. Look at that. Super fast kill. Very fast kill. And I know we're using incendiary force, but still. So this guy does have that over the Turian Ghost. Sorry, teammate. You just want to keep on detonating the fire explosions, guys. You want to be, if you're playing him good, you'll be killing them so fast with the headshots you don't need to fire explode. Or you'll be fire exploding so much. I'm not saying that right. If you are playing well, you shouldn't be getting a lot of AR kills. You should be getting fire explosion kills, because so sorry for this guy wasting his gel. I would have helped because it's only one brute left. What was I saying? Nice, you got me a tech push there. What was I saying? Okay. See, you don't want to waste Harrier rounds. As far as possible, you don't want to waste them. So, what I'm basically trying to tell you is... Stop them in their tracks. What I'm trying to tell you is, try to get fire explosion kills, because that means you didn't shoot more than you needed to, like right there. Perfect example. Not going to be able to do this. I think he might be out of jail now. It's not easy playing the Slayer off. It's not easy playing any Vanguard off host. I do want to get you guys a gameplay of this guy with an arc pistol, which was my other setup that I like on him, and this video of him with the Geth Plasma and the Hurricane, which is really good. It's a much more... This is also a self-sufficient... They're all self-sufficient builds, actually, but that build just kind of makes Cerberus and a real joke. Oh, that's a great spawn. Yeah, I've always liked the Geth Engineer as a simple character. See right there, I didn't waste any more Harrier bullets than I needed to. I just did the perfect amount that the fire explosion would kill him. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm having a hard time out of nowhere. feel like these marauders are sniping this shit out of me. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna be here all goddamn day. They've just got such good map control right now. Are you serious? Look at the spawns, guys. Just ridiculous. Look at that spawn. I mean, that's... I hope in Andromeda, please make better spawns. I mean, this is a massive map, and they literally spawn them right behind you. See what I'm saying, guys, though? You never want to be not self-sufficient with characters, because look at what's happening right now. I don't have any teammates that I'm detonating for, so don't ever go into a match thinking like, oh, I'm just going to be detonating for my teammates. That's going to be my contribution, or I'm just going to be healing for my teammates detonating. What happens when the shit hits and you got to finish the round by yourself? You're going to be wishing that you spec for the DPS. God, I can't believe I have a Cyclonic 4 on right now. This Hunter mode really takes it out of you. I've often played a build with this character, you know, back in my Geth turreting days, before we had the bolus. I wouldn't even put Hunter mode. I would just be the team's kind of... I would take no Hunter mode, just take straight health and shields, Geth turret, to heal the teammates, of course before the bolus came out, and what's it called? Yeah, he does just fine like that. And with the Geth weapon damage, you just get the plasma shotgun, the hurricane, or the Harrier, or the Arcus, it doesn't even matter. But did that guy leave? He may have left. I kind of hope he, yeah. Because otherwise this upload, if he went down again, then this would have taken forever. Hunter mode is great, guys. See this? I already know where they're coming from.
You're on the clock. Get it done. Processing.
I was talking about this in my other videos. Hackett is like the biggest dick alive because people are like trying to concentrate, like trying to get this like high risk job done, and every 5 seconds he's like, "You're out of time. You know, keep work harder. What are you doing?" Like he's like bitching at you the whole fucking time, and it's like, we're trying to focus here, man. Why don't you come? You see how what I'm saying about you don't need the chain, because you can get these overloads out so fast. The chain is literally just by firing another one off. And the enemies have completely closed in on me. Completely closed in on me. Shit. I'm gonna jump down here if I'm lucky. Yep. Might end up being a solo. Self-sufficiency, guys. My whole game plan wasn't just to heal the teammates and, you know, detonate for them. I'm more than equipped to just decimate these enemies on my own. And that will happen at times, so that's why it is nice to, you know, be able to do it with this kind of a setup.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Stay alert.
Yeah, man, can't wait for Andromeda now. It's gonna be really ridiculous.
Enemies approaching. Processing.
Yeah, I've seen how Overload works in that game. It's gonna be so much better. You know how Incinerate kind of bounces around corners? It like tracks them. You can shoot it around the wall. Well, they've done the same thing with Incinerate. We'll go and flank them. It's a great strategy. The armor is slow and sits back a lot. The Banshees will come charging at you. If you can just circle around, you get the soft underbelly of the Reapers like this. See what I did? Shit. See what I did? I got fucked up. Lately, the spawns against Reapers I've been noticing more and more is just so ridiculously bad. And it seems to only happen when I'm soloing. I think that's... You would think the game is designed that, like, okay, we have this much map space, so when the enemies die, we'll respawn them in a space that's, you know, far from where the player is. And that's actually how it works when you have teammates. But when you don't have teammates, for some reason, they'll spawn them right behind you. They don't give a damn. I was wishing that in Andromeda, like, the enemies didn't just spawn from thin air, like they got dropped off in some kind of shuttle or something like that. It would be way better than them just poofing out into midair. It would give you time, it would be more realistic. You could just kind of see them coming in the shuttle, be like, oh, they're probably going to land over there. Track it a little bit. I think he might be a sub, Lizard King. Yeah, I can't turn notifications off. Sorry, guys. It's the... I'm gonna have to speed this up a little bit now and start shredding him. I can't turn notifications for Xbox One. It's just not letting me. I'm doing Xbox One backwards compad. Little trick. If you just start pummeling rounds into Ravagers, it seems like they stop shooting at you when those sacks blow up and stuff. So if you want some quick damage reduction or buy some time against a Ravager, you can either strafe them or you can just start putting rounds. See that? It was almost about to shoot me, but I just put rounds into it and it stopped right away. I don't know why it didn't ammo. See that? I think it's because it has to play the animation of the sack exploding, so it can't shoot you while it's happening. See that? Super fast kill on a Ravager, guys. Just a couple bullets and an overload. Fire explosion, it's done. Let the ammo finish off a lot of the kills, guys. No reason to sit and waste all the Harrier bullets. If you aim for the head, though, look how fast it is. A little pissed off because right there, the overload didn't drop the whole shield, even though we spec'd into it. I might go down. Yeah. That's the Ravagers for you. If they get set up far across from you in the map, they'll decimate you. Oh, some teammates would be great right about now. Fucking ridiculous how they spawn them. I feel like I've killed more than enough at this point. Volus, the man that took this guy's job as a healer. Lizard King. Beautiful. Sometimes just having a teammate, you start playing better because you have the confidence that if you go down, someone's got your back.
Enemy force approaching. Got it.
I'll start playing much more risky when I have teammates. And it just seems when you have teammates, the spawns aren't as stupid. I hope this video doesn't end up being super long now. Nice, he's shield boosting. Guys, I mean, the shield boost is just 1,000 times better than anything you could get out of the freaking... Where'd he go? Oh, shit. The Geth turret just really replaced this guy's job. It's just so much better. The same goes for the Volus. You know, if you want to be the healer, you should have a way to give your own damage too. Just like Lizard King, he's got the Rieger. He's doing insane deep scores. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of that room. I knew that was going to happen up in there. That could have been very bad. You see how many swarmers were just... I love hunter mode, guys. It's... I mean, when I do the Geth engineer... I used to get the engineer without hunter mode. I was focused on the turrets so I could be a good healer and a good detonator with overload. And, you do miss it because it's just so nice to see the enemies clearly where they are. It helps a lot of the Reaper bullshit from not happening. They're stupid spawns. They just seem to always be behind you. Like, they always outmaneuver you. Either because of the spawn, or just... most of the time because of the spawn. Because the armor targets, remember, they're not fast. These are the only fast, you know, people on Reaper's team. One thing I forgot to tell you, with this Harrier Geth, I'd highly recommend you not just take the, well, we'll have to double check when we get out of here, but I believe I like to take an Acolyte with him. Just because it's a really quick kill on a Phantom, for one thing. This kind of depends, too, on how you're going to spec your Overload, because if your Overload isn't dropping the Phantom Shield... Oh, shit. I was hoping he came down the line. Nice. Did I hear another brute? I feel like this is the room of death, because there's so many entrances to it. Reapers will really fuck you up in here. wave is at 9. Okay, let's really go balls to the walls with these missiles. The Geth Engineer is really one of those characters that is different for everybody. And it's a good problem to have because he's got 3 good powers, so, you know, it's very up in the air how you want to set him up. This is what I recommend for sure, though, just because, like I said, this game has reached a stage where we all just want to finish the match as fast as possible, not get stuck in this kind of crap here, and get on to the next match. He is so cornered right now. I can kill a Banshee for him. Should be a kill right there. Yep. Man, he's having a hard time getting around all these Reapers. You should be a little bit more mobile because, and I'm having a hard time doing it too. It's just that you can't see, but it's also bad to be mobile against the Reapers because you don't know what's around the corner. It could be like a DPS nightmare, just like happens here. The Ravagers will all be set up here, the Marauders, you never know. And then you can get staggered so easily and just taken out of the game like that. So quickly. You notice most times I feel like I'm running to a quiet part of the map, and it's like, it turns out there's tons of Marauders and Ravagers and everything set up waiting. So, as far as Platinum is concerned, would you rather take this guy or the Turian Ghost? Well, obviously the Turian Ghost. Honestly, it's not worth it that this guy can detonate a little bit faster. Because on Platinum, it's just boss spam, remember, so his weapon damage is superior.
Reaper indoctrination devices have been established planetside.
I'm gonna get this done as fast as fucking possible.
Acknowledged.
Contact.
Move.
Cover this one.
What is that? What's shooting at me? Oh, Marauder. That Banshee's gonna need a rocket, maybe. Unless he can distract it. Don't forget to me! Don't forget to me! They're not malfunctioning, they're fucking gone. Banshee's coming with a rocket. Nice. And they spawn him right there. You see what I'm talking about, guys? The spawns are just stupid bad now. I don't know if the game was always like this, I can't remember.
Device disabled. Cover this one.
Nice, just quickly ate those swarmers for me.
Take fire.
Targets down. Mission
Gotta love the Volus, man. And especially a good player like Lizard. Bunch them all up right here, I'm just gonna fuck them up.
Skills gone.
accomplished. Enemy is
Holy shit, I just looked at the time on this video. 42 minutes. God damn, guys. I'm hoping to get these at least, you know, under half an hour. Because I have 3 more characters to go. Andromeda's coming out tomorrow. I'm, like, really under the gun now. This Harrier just feels so good with that extra fire rate, man. It really makes a difference. And it wasn't even a big amount difference, but it makes a big difference. It's like, just imagine the Harrier, and I've used it before, but, you know, it's been a while. The Harrier on the Geth Infiltrator now. I still think this guy would play a little bit smoother in some aspects because the Overload does take away the enemy's whole shield and stun and make it easier to shoot him. But that guy's got the proxy mine, which is also like that. It's just something about accurate ARs and pistols combined with Overload that's always been nice. Arc pistol's another great choice on this guy. I love the movement speed of the Geth too. Remember that, they get the movement speed. Almost out of here, guys. Bear with me. Just trying to slowly stay alive. And got 1 rocket left. Is he gonna go for it or should I? Probably won't need to. Well done. We made it. 33 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. It's just that I was talking for so long in the beginning. But yeah, a final goodbye to the Geth. I'm gonna miss them. Yeah, they synergize extremely well in this game. It's like the best teams you can do is an all Geth team. I mean, imagine having a Geth Infiltrator, Geth Trooper, Geth Engineer, and you can even throw in the Prime if you want. But I would recommend not going with the Prime because they're all so fast. They kind of need someone to be fast. I would probably say, you know, get like it's up in the air. Which I mean, probably if you like, you're on a small map, 2 Flamer guys, 1 GI, and then 1 Geth Engineer. Be damn good. Okay, guys, that wasn't it didn't turn out as easy as I thought it would be, but we made it. Yeah, and of course, someone always joins. Like the minute the lobby is empty, someone will always come. Like you'll have an entire match where you're stuck by yourself, and then like at the end you get into a lobby, and then someone joins. Oh, we got another Geth here. All right, guys. This video has ended up way too long. I'm going to end it here. Be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe if you did enjoy this content, and discuss below if you think the Geth will make their return somehow, some way in Andromeda, and if you want them to.